Hello students, today we are going to do oxidation part 5. Now here this aldehydes, so when aldehyde oxidize easily to form carboxylic acid. Now here aldehydes, then in presence of potassium permanganate in acid medium or in acid or in basic, so to form carboxylic acid. Now here oxidizing agents here is potassium permanganate, and then if we are not taking potassium permanganate, then we can use potassium dichromate. So when we are using potassium dichromate, in that time in basic medium, it will form carboxylic acid. So this reaction is mild oxidation reaction. Now here another two reagents are there, that is Tollens reagent and then Philic reagent. So now here Philic reagent, that is the presence of aldehyde but not ketone, is detected by the reductions of the deep blue solutions of copper to red PPT of insoluble copper oxide. Now here if we are doing oxidations with ketone, in that time it will not form any product. So that means that oxidations is Philic reagents if we are using. Now here at normal conditions it will not oxidize. So under the normal condition it will not be oxidized, but in vigorous condition it can break in carboxylic acids, carbon to carbon bond. Now here acetic acid in under the temperature, means what, under vigorous conditions in oxidations at normal, what we say, oxidations by using potassium permanganate in basic medium, in that time acetic acid along with acid carboxylic acid. Now here example, thionic acid means C2 ethanoic ethyl methyl acetate, then forming what, the ethyl acetate, then formic acid we will form. Now another one also here, if we are using the aromatic one, that means phenyl acetate, phenyl acetone, then acetophenone, then phenyl acetate, then along with formic acid, like that here we getting form. Now next one is Tollens test. So now Tollens test, that is Tollens reagent. Now here aldehydes, then aromatic, that means what, benzaldehyde or like that. Then when if we are using aromatic aldehyde, then in Tollens reagent, then acetic, then benzoic acid we will get. Now alpha hydroxy ketone, that is here, this is a compound, that is acetic acid, means acid, here this compound. Now here CH3, then C double bond O, then CH, then CH3, then OH. So let's see now how many carbons are there. 1 2 3, then 4 butanoic acid. So now here in this one we use Tollens reagent, and then we will get what, diketals. So this Tollens reagents, we using the reagent in oxidation, then forming this diketal, and that means what, here alpha hydroxy ketone. So alpha hydroxy ketones, that means what, this is a functional group of carbonyl compound, that means ketone. So nearest to this one will the alpha carbon, and then here this carbon is also nearest to this carbonyl compound, that is also alpha. So this hydrogen, this one is acidic only, and then another one hydrogen, that is also an acidic. Now formic acid, here formic acid, then Tollens reagent, then by using Tollens reagent in oxidation, then forming carbon dioxide, that is a gas. Formic acid, then Tollens reagent in oxidation, then carbon dioxide gas forming. Now here hemiacetal. So hemiacetal acetic acid, see here CH3 and this here, then toluene reagent, then in basic medium, then CH3, then acetaldehyde, then toluene reagent again forming acetic acid. So now this is hemiacetal. Here is this hemiacetal we already done in the previous topic.
Yes.
Now here toluene test is only given by aldehyde, not given by ketone. By it is mild oxidizing agent. So now here that means this toluene reagent that will be done only in aldehyde, not in ketone, but it is mild oxidizing agent. Now here aldehyde, then carboxylic acid. Now if we are using ketone, then oxidation, then not forming the product if we are using toluene reagent. Now toluene reagent, that is ammonial silver nitrates. Now here silver nitrate, then ammonium hydroxide, that is the nitrite, then we that getting what silver ammonium silver ammonium. Now freshly prepare its form, that is the toluene reagent, and then mild oxidizing reagent in basic medium in the chemical reaction. Now here another one aldehyde, then toluene reagent, then basic medium in oxidation, then acetate, carboxylate, then silver, then ammonia, then water. So now here these aldehydes doing oxidation and then forming carboxylate, and then this ammonia, this toluene reagent forming this silver. So that is the reduction. So our one is oxidation. Now here if we are using one container, and then in that container we use aldehyde, and then another one this what we say one stick, and then that in that one what we say toluene reagent we have to put, and then whatever in that stick, that it will form a silver mirror one only. So that silver mirror one, that means what if this one having then, and then the silver nitrate mixed with this one, and then in this stick what we will see, it will seen as a what we say silver mirror test, silver mirror only, and then that we call it TR, that is toluene reagent. Toluene reagent, that is a chemical reagent is used to determine the presence of aldehyde, aromatic aldehyde, and alpha hydroxy ketone functional group. Now that means not in ketone, only what we say aldehyde, and then aromatic aldehyde, and then the compound which is present alpha hydrogen ketone in that time only. So only the acetone and this thing, that one will not have what alpha hydrogen. Now Philips test, this Philips test why we are using to identify the aldehyde and ketones, to identify the aldehydes, but this ketone do not give Philips reagent. That means Philips test, that means what if we are using this Philips test Philips solution in the ketone, then the product will not be formed. Now this is a chemical reagent used to differentiate between water soluble, then carbohydrate ketone functional group, then functional group S, and this test the reducing sugar, non-reducing sugar supplements, like that. This is the Philips test solution. Now Philips reagent, that is solution A and solution B, aqueous solutions of what we say copper sulfate, then sodium potassium titrate. So now here aldehydes, then this is the reaction. So like before one, this one will given what carboxylate, and then this copper will give what copper oxide, that is the reduction. So it will give the color reddish brown. Now another one aldehyde, then the Philips reagent not product, and then if we are using this one, then toluene reagent, then we will get the what is the benzoic acid. Now next is oxidations of methyl ketone in haloform test. So haloform, that means CH and then X3. So halo means halogen form, halogen. Now CH3, that is a chloroform yellow PPT. Now here this is a ketone. So this is a ketone, and then in this ketone products it presents what? Alpha carbon and alpha hydrogen, and then in presence of halogen in so a basic medium. Then after that we will get what? Acid salt along with chloroform, that is the yellow PPT color. That means what? The side product will give the color as a yellow PPT. Now next, this another one, this compound is also having what? Alpha hydroxy acidic nature only, and then in this one what we say, strong strong base, and then that one we have to form this, and then this one is, and then after that this product will form again. We react with what we say, halogen, and then forming this one again we have to react with sodium hydroxide, and then after that the product we will get again this. So whatever in between that one, that is not a stable product, how then till we will do in basic medium. So lastly what we will do, this we form this product. So now sodium hydroxide and then CX3, this product will eliminated from here, and then this carboxylic acid will form again. In this one CH and this X3 haloform will gap, and then after that acidic salt. So this is the mechanisms for the oxidations of what we say, oxidations of methyl ketone. Now next is oxidations of methyl ketone, that is haloform. So now acetone here also, then you are getting this product, and then in oxidation then after that we get this product ketone, that is acetone, and then again we react with what? Haloform, means halogen, and then sodium hydroxide, then forming this product along with this. So this is the oxidations of methyl ketone. Now next is the acidity of alpha hydrogens of aldehyde and ketone. So reactions due to alpha hydrogen, in that is what? Aldone condensations and cross aldone condensation. So this is important. Now here alpha hydrogen is present in ketone and aldehyde. Now we just see the compound. So now here this is a carbonyl compound, and then nearest to this carbon the next one is methyl only. So that means this carbon is nearest to the carbonyl compound, so this one will be the alpha carbon. So whatever the hydrogen is attached to the carbon, that one will be the alpha hydrogen. So in this alpha hydrogens we have to eliminate water. Okay, eliminate water, but before eliminating water, these compounds we have to use in basic medium only, and then this one is highly acidic in nature. So after that we get this product. Then here this product, this carbon having more electrons, and then after that we get here. So now here this double bond we have to break and then given to here in this oxygen. Then after that this oxygens will carry negative charge, and then here the before this carbon having what? More electrons, the one will given to here, and then in between that double bond will come. So now here this compound is stable due to the resonance of high electron withdrawing group is present. So this is the acidity of alpha hydrogen. Now here the next one, formaldehyde in dilute sodium hydroxide. So now when we are using formaldehyde in basic medium, it will not get any product because it is not present alpha hydrogen. Now here this is the reaction. Now another one, this acetaldehyde. So acetaldehyde, this carbon is the nearest to this carbon only, so this its presence for alpha hydrogen, so we can do the reaction in basic medium. So like that the next one is also, now here this carbon is nearest to this carbon only, and then here also nearest to this one can do the reaction. Now next is aldone condensation. So aldol here is, now here this is a compound. So in this compound, this one is a CH3, that means what? Acetaldehyde in basic medium. then from here water will form, and then here these products nucleophile is there. This one CH3 is behave just CH2 is behave just like a nucleophile, and then in this one we have to react with what acetaldehyde, and then forming this product. Again we have to do hydrolysis. After hydrolysis, then we get the aldol product. That means here OH is also present, and then aldehyde is also present. So that means what, in aldol, that means what, aldehyde and OH is present, that we call it aldol. And then in this product here beta hydroxy alpha aldehyde products. Now here nearest to this one, this is a functional group of aldehyde, nearest to this is alpha, then next is beta. So and then again if we see here, this is also the same as. Now in this product, aldol product, we do give heat and then doing hydrolysis, then we get what, enol, that is CH3 CH2, then double bond CH at this. That means what, enol means what, but 2 in 1Al. Now here acetaldehyde in dilute in basic medium, then we get this product, then giving heat, then we get this. That means what, now here the aldol condensations, that is the condensations in an organic chemistry in which enalt and enol or an enolate ions react with carbonyl compound to form the beta hydroxy aldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone, followed by the dehydrations to give the conjugate enol. So now next one is cross aldol condensation. So cross aldol condensation, so this also aldehyde only, and then this one acetone, then basic medium, then what product we will get. So the mixture product we will get only. Now let's see the mechanism. What is that product? Now here aldehyde, then in basic medium, then aldehyde, then this product, then we get this, then water eliminate from this product, then we get enol. So this is the aldol condensation. So aldol condensations, that means what, when an aldol condensation is what we say, we have to take out two different aldehyde. Here two different aldehyde we have to take, and then in that one two different aldehydes, and then or two different ketones, or an aldehyde and ketone. Now here we are using aldehyde and ketone only. So now this one is an aldehyde and this is a ketone. You just see this one is aldehyde and ketone. So in that time we will get the mixture product. So that one we call it cross aldol condensation. So this is the class for today. Thank you.